back to Goldy Games. I have been having a great couple of days. What about you? Hope that you're well. So I want to talk to you about the exciting features that are coming to the World of Warcraft Patch 7.3. So it's going to be having 3 new zones. We're going to have a Diablo 3-esque Rift system. So let's get into it. So the Legion expansion is headed towards a climactic finale with patch 7.3, which is likely the final major update until the next expansion is announced. For the first time in Warcraft history, players will make an interstellar journey to the Eridar homeworld of Argus, the seat of power for the Burning Legion. For an expansion that started with the forces of Azeroth crumbling under a full-scale invasion by the Legion, we finally get to be able to fight them. Patch 7.3 won't be available for several months, but a good chunk of it is playable on the PTR, the Public Test Realm server, along with extensive work done by data miners, which has already, showed us some pretty cool clues to what the next expansion could be. I'll make a video about that if you're interested. Let me know if you're interested. Just like the video, then I'll know. So, some of the biggest features coming in 7.3. Don't watch this if you don't want to see spoilers, so just spoiler alert. Okay, so Argus and your new home base for Vindicare. So, when Blizzard first announced the journey to Argus at BlizzCon 2016, I was kind of hoping that the planet would have more than just a setting for the raid zone, and Argus is so much more than that. So this will contain 3 sizable zones. Argus looks like the biggest addition to the World of Warcraft since Legion first launched last year. It's following Kil'jaeden's defeat in the current Tomb of Sargeras' raid. TLDR uses the Saragite keystone to create an interdimensional rift between Azeroth and Argus. If you don't know what I mean, just watch the Kil'jaeden defeat cinematic cutscene. So, with the 2 planets now side by side, the forces of Azeroth launch an invasion of their own on the Eridar homeworld to stop the Legion once and for all. Using the Vindicare, a Draenei spaceship, players will travel to Argus and quest through the 3 new zones in what Blizzard is describing as a very story-driven update. Unlike patch 7.2, Argus appears to have a ton of in-game cutscenes, story-driven quests, and solo instances to bring story back to the forefront of Legion. Given how sparse the story of 7.2 was, super exciting. I don't know about you, but the 7.2 storyline is really what drove me away from WoW, just to take a little break. I mean, most of the quests revolved around go kill 20 demons, go kill 100 demons. It's just like, really? Okay. So only 1 zone is available on the PTR zone right now. It's just called Argus. The zone is seared in a battered landscape that offers a breathtaking view of Azeroth from space. The 3 new zones won't allow you to take to the skies using your flying mounts, so instead you'll have to explore on foot. Fortunately, the spaceship that flies you to Argus, the Vindicare, is capable of making an elaborate network of portals to help you travel around quickly. Blizzard says they're like regular flight paths, but travel happens instantly and they'll unlock as you venture deeper into each zone. World quests and world bosses will be available on Argus, but it's not clear what other activities each zone will contain as of yet outside of the main story quests. But what we do know is that Vindicare will be your new home base away from Azeroth. Board the vessel in the Netherlight Crucible, which allows you to upgrade your artifact weapon to unlock a new way to customize your relics. How this all works isn't clear yet because it's not available on the PTR. Though we do know that the artifact knowledge will become an automated process, with players obtaining the upgrade automatically each week instead of having to start the process manually and return in 2 days to pick up more knowledge, blah blah. So bloody frustrating. Thank God. Now I don't have to feel guilty for not logging on every few days. Invasion points. This feature is what I am most intrigued about because, from the sounds of it, World of Warcraft is going to get a lot more like Diablo 3. There was an interview with a fellow YouTuber by the name of Jesse Cox. Game director Ion Hazakostas said that the invasion points are a network of Legion portals to new planets scattered all across the cosmos. Players can collect rift stones and enter greater or lesser rifts. Does that sound familiar to you guys? I think it does. And yeah, that will allow you to travel to new planets and help locate the locales to defeat the Legion. It's not clear whether these rifts will, like their Diablo 3 counterparts, use procedural generation so that the instance feels different than the one before it. Data miners have been snooping around, however, and discovered that each rift appears to lead towards one of 6 biomes: blood, fire, forest, ice, islands, and marsh. Aside from the huge implication that comes with suddenly travelling to planets all over the cosmos, invasion points could be one of the coolest new features added to Legion, depending on what you're actually doing on these new worlds and what the rewards are. And Taurus, the Burning Throne. Like every major update in major patch in Legion, 7.3 will also introduce a new raid for players to bash their heads against in exchange for sweet new gear. Taurus, the Burning Throne is going to be one hell of a raid, since if data mine dialogue is correct, this could be the climactic final battle to Legion. The raid isn't available on PTR yet, but that hasn't stopped players from peeking into the dungeon journal to see what it's all about. Warning, another spoiler, major spoiler story alert, so just skip this a few minutes if you don't want to hear about it. So what we do know so far is that the raid has 11 bosses and ends with a fight against Argus, the Unmaker. Okay, so if you're wondering why the final boss shares the same name with the planet, it's kind of because they're the same thing. The planet of Argus is the vessel which carried the soul of Argus, a titan corrupted by Sargeras, another titan. Players will literally be fighting the spirit of the planet itself. Data mine dialogue expands on this, and from the looks of it, spoils the ending of Legion entirely. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I will provide a link down below to the Wowhead page, Wowhead page where you can read it for yourself. So along with the new raid comes a new set of tier of equipment for players to farm. Tier 21, which starts at eye level 915 for the easiest looking for raids, all the way up to 960 for the hardest mythic difficulties. These new sets will probably be some of the best armor designs Blizzard has created in a long time. I really love the Rogue set. The new Rogue set is amazing. It has these awesome smoke effects with a little touch of 3D modeled pouches and daggers and give it some weight, I think. But the real winner has to be, of this new tier set, has to be Warlock. It's just making me want to just play Warlock because it looks so wicked. Also coming with 7.3, we're getting new animations for spellcasters. It may seem like a no big deal to most, players, but with anyone that mains a spellcasting class, and I have a mage alt, I'm actually pretty excited about this. With Legion, every melee class got an overhaul to their animations that had a profound impact on making the combat feel more weighted and punchy. Now it's spellcaster's turn. And from what we've seen, the new animations, sound and spell effects look awesome. So a fellow YouTuber by the name of Belliar Gaming actually went into this comprehensively. I will link his video down below. Unfortunately, Warlocks won't be getting updated animations in 7.3. Blizzard is still working on them, so hopefully they'll arrive shortly after. So there's going to be a whole lot more coming in 7.3, and it's probably not going to be out until September this year, so towards the end of the year. There's just so many gaps that need to be filled. Oh my gosh. Yes, but these are the most exciting of the changes, but there's a ton of small updates too, including a big update to crafting professions, a new dungeon, new legendary items, a ton of new mounts and pets, including this freaking adorable puppy, and I'm hoping that Blizzard will reveal more details at Gamescom in late August. So I hope that you're excited as I am for 7.3. So I'm really excited to wrap all this expansion up. I've really enjoyed Legion. Haven't really enjoyed 7.2 as much. I found it a little bit underwhelming and there wasn't a lot of story-driven quests and lore to really flesh out. So I do think that 7.3 is going to provide those much wanted, you know, story-driven arcs that will come to a climatic end, and I think it's going to be pretty epic. So what do you guys think? Are you excited? What's your favorite armor set? Oh my god, I just can't wait. It's not going to be far away. September, a little bit far, but time goes fast. We'll get there. Very excited. Anyway, I hope that you liked this video. If it was helpful, smash that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe. I update videos daily because I am Goldy Games and I freaking love video games. And anyway, enough of me acting like a clown. I will see you all in my next video. Take care of yourself wherever you are. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys. Bye.